Imagine this, you're elbow deep in engine grease, hands black, hair tied back. When your phone rings, it's your mom. And without even a breath, she says, Willow, don't come to Thanksgiving this year. Your sister wants Logan to have the perfect first impression, and you being there would make her look bad. The line goes dead. You just stand there, cold air biting your neck, grease dripping from your fingers, heart cracking like ice on a windshield. I thought that was the worst thing my family would ever do to me. I was wrong, because the next morning, they showed up at my door furious, and my sister's perfect boyfriend looked me dead in the eyes and said 7 words. That shattered their entire world. If you've ever been treated like the family's dirty little secret, if you've ever been the one who fixes everything but gets 0 respect, this story is going to hit you right in the chest. Like, subscribe right now, comment I've been there if your family ever made you feel small. Because this revenge, it's quiet, ice cold, and absolutely devastating. Me name is Willow Carter. I'm 29. I own my own garage. I restore classic muscle cars that grown men cry over. But to my family, I'm just the mechanic. The one in oil-stained overalls who shouldn't be in Christmas photos. The spare part they keep in the garage, not the house. Growing up, our house looked perfect from the outside. Mom curated us like an Instagram feed. Ava in the center frame, soft curls, perfect teeth, PR job, designer coats. Me, always cropped out or pushed to the edge. Dad bragged about Ava's promotions at dinner parties. He bragged about me exactly once. When I fixed the neighbor's Porsche for free and made him look generousy, became the family ATM and handyman. 2 a.m. calls. Willow, Ava wrapped her BMW around a pole again. I'd show up, fix it, pay the deductible. Sink leaking. Willow. Water heater dead. Willow. Ava needs $3,000 for a branded photo shoot. Venmo request approved before I even woke up. I told myself it was love. It wasn't love. It was slow emotional bleeding. And I was too busy holding the tourniquet on everyone else to notice I was the one dying. Then came Thanksgiving 2024. Phone rings. Mom's voice, sweet as poison. Honey, we're going to need you to sit this one out. Ava's bringing Logan home. He's important. And you in your work boots, smelling like transmission fluid. It would just complicate things. I didn't cry. I just hung up, stared at the concrete floor, and felt something inside me finally snap into place. Next morning, bang bang. Door nearly comes off the hinges. I open it in pajama pants, bed hair, no bra, 0 fucks left. There they are, Mom, Dad, Ava in her cream wool coat, and Logan, tall, gorgeous, looking like he stepped out of Ava's vision board. Mom doesn't even say good morning. She hisses, "Why did you tell Grandma you weren't invited?" I blink. I didn't tell anyone. Well, someone did, because now the whole family knows, and we're humiliated. Humiliated. That's the word she used about me possibly ruining Ava's boyfriend reveal. And now she's humiliated that people found out the truth. Dad jumps in. You always twist things to play the victim. Willow. Ava rolls her eyes. God, you're so dramatic. It's one Thanksgiving. Then they drop the real reason they're there. Dad. The roof's leaking again. Need you over today, Ava. And I need $5,000 for the company holiday party decorations. You'll send it by Friday, right? Love you. I swear, she said love you while asking for money after banning me from Thanksgiving. I just stared at them. My silence made them nervous. Mom finally snaps. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Before I can speak, Logan, who's been weirdly quiet, steps forward. He looks at me. Really looks, wait. Willow Carter? The Willow Carter. The one who restored that murdered out 72 Charger last year. The build that was all over the forums? Holy shit. That's you. The porch went dead silent. Ava actually stuttered. What? No. She just fixes cars. Logan shook his head, almost laughing. No. She builds works of art. I've been following your Instagram for 8 months. That charger. People are still losing their minds over it. He turned to my family like they'd grown second heads. You seriously didn't know? I watched my mother's face cycle through every shade of panic. Dad looked like he'd swallowed a lemon. Ava went the color of spoiled milk. For the first time in my life, someone in her perfect little world saw me. And my family hated every second of it. Mom recovers first. Fake laugh. Well, that's very nice, but we still need the roof fixed and the money. I cut her off. Voice calm. Deadly calm. No? Mom blinked like I'd spoken Greek. Excuse me? I'm not fixing the roof. I'm not sending money. I'm not coming to anything. I'm done. Dad started the after everything we've done for you speech. I laughed in his face. You mean feeding and clothing me until I was 18? That's parenting. That's not a lifetime subscription to my bank account and soul. Logan muttered, good for you. Ava whipped around. Why are you taking her side? Logan looked at her like she was a stranger. Because she's the only decent person on this porch right now. They left screaming threats. Snow tires screeching. Logan lingered for a second, gave me this small nod like you just became my hero, and walked away with them. I thought that was the end. It was in single quotes T. Christmas Eve. My garage is transformed. String lights, heaters roaring, folding tables covered in checkered cloths. I invited everyone my family would call charity cases. Mr. Bennett, the widower whose classic I restored for free. Tasha and little Lily from the women's shelter. The 3 teens I'm teaching to wrench on weekends. Real people. Real laughter. Burnt rolls and all. It's the warmest place I've ever been. I'm pouring cider when the garage door explodes open. Mom, Dad, Ava burst in like avenging angels of entitlement. Mom points at me. You humiliated us at Thanksgiving. Dad, now you're throwing parties for strays while we look bad? Ava, mascara waterfalls. Logan left me. He said he couldn't be with someone whose family treats people like tools. This is your fault. The entire garage goes silent. 20 pairs of eyes on them. I just smile. I didn't make him leave, Ava. She screams. You turned him against me. And that's when we hear the voice from the doorway. No, she didn't. I left because I saw who you really are. Logan steps in. Snow in his hair. Hands in pockets. Looking at Ava like she's a language he no longer wants to speak. He walks straight past them. Stops in front of me. This place. This is real. Your sister built something beautiful here. You people. You just use her until she breaks. Mom actually tries to tell him he's wrong move. I walk to the workbench, pull out the thick brown envelope I've been adding to for 2 years. Every Vento transfer. Every emergency repair bill I paid. Every flight for Ava's networking trips. $87,346.12 in total. I hand it to Dad. He opens it, and his face collapses. Mom whispers, "Yo." Kept receipts. I smile. No, Mom. I kept boundaries. You just never saw them because I never enforced them. Until now. The silence was religious. Every person in that garage looking at my family with the same expression, pity mixed with disgust. Ava lunges for the envelope. She can burn it with her mind. No one will believe you. I gesture around the room. They already do. Dad's voice cracks. You'll regret this. I look him dead in the eyes. The only thing I regret is spending 29 years thinking I had to earn a love. You were never capable of giving. Logan steps between me and them. Leave. or I'll call the cops for trespassing. For the first time in my entire life, they left quietly, small, defeated. The door closed. The garage erupted in applause. Not for me, for justice. Mr. Bennett raised his cocoa. That's how you handle trash, kid. Lily ran up and hugged my leg so hard I almost cried. Logan stayed late helping clean up. When he left, he said quietly, "You didn't just restore cars, Willow. You restored yourself. Don't ever let anyone undo that." 1 year later, my garage has a 6-month waitlist. I teach free classes every Saturday for at-risk kids. Ava's Instagram perfect life has 60% fewer followers after people started asking why her sister wasn't in any family photos anymore. Logan and I, we're friends. Really good friends. Sometimes he brings coffee on Sundays and we work on his '69 Camaro together. Nothing romantic yet, but the best part, I don't need their approval anymore. I built my own table, and it's full of people who actually see me. Grease under my nails, and all. If this story made your chest feel tight in the best way. If you felt that sweet justice rush of someone finally getting what they deserve. Smash that like button so hard you break your screen. Subscribe and turn on notifications. I drop these revenge stories every week. Comment the worst thing your family ever did to you. I read every single one. And if you're still waiting for your moment, keep going. It's coming. And when it does, it tastes better than any Thanksgiving turkey ever could. See you in the next one.